Alright, okay. My back. Alright, guys, I'm still setting up a couple things, and we will get started. I'm leaving the stream starting soon thing up because YouTube doesn't like static images when you live stream. It, like, glitches out, so. Now, where's my thing? Bink, stop being rude. There it is, okay. Boy. What are you gonna work on? Well, I'm gonna work on a warm-up, and then I'm gonna work on Patreon commission rewards. Because the month's almost over, and I have to get that shit done. So, hopefully it'll be a long-ish stream. Okay, I need to go to my pictures. Okay, go to... Because, yeah, it's a long stream because, I had to go to Anna's house on Friday, and I didn't get home until late as fuck last night, because there it is. Okay, yep, I want to send that. Okay, there we go. Alright, now let's go to scene. We'll put the little angry moth noises while I grab the picture real quick. But, yeah, they were having car issues, and so I had to go over there and take her husband to work. And it wasn't that big a deal because they paid me back in gas. So they're like, oh, fuck, we're having car issues, and he just got this job, and we need help. And I'm like, hey, no problem. Get to see my friends and hang out. And so it was really cool because on Friday night, I ended up... hold on. No, that's not what I wanted. I don't want normal size. I want you for sketching, but I want to ink this inside too. There we go. But yeah, we ended up like 600. I'll put you at like 5. Oh, that's not high at all. Come on. Do 4. But yeah, I got to hang out with my family, which I honestly haven't been able to do in months, which meant a lot to me. So, what's on screen I didn't draw, Aerofx did. But I wanted to color it as my warm-up. Alright. Okay, we'll get rid of Angry Moth now. Who texted me? Huh. Alright, sorry about that. I'm talking with my buddy about collabing on some merch, because we're trying to get working on the con stuff. But, bitch. Let's see. I know, sorry, Angry Moth. Let's see. I can't type today. My hands are dying after sewing half afternoon. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Probably gonna be like 5 seconds behind because my internet's buffering like crazy. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about that. What effect is that? Oh, this isn't an effect. Okay, so I just snapped it. This is in my sketchbook, my current one. I just snapped it with my phone and I lightened it up so I can ink it because I want to color it. Because this is one of my characters. Her name is Tessa, and before I had to take Dr. Chris to work, I told Anna, I'm like, hey, you know what we should do? We should go be hipsters and do the cool thing and go draw at a coffee shop. Because I like doing that stuff, but I'm usually by myself because of where I live. And we ended up having so much fun. We actually didn't do that much drawing. We only ended up drawing like at the end, but we ended up staying at that Starbucks. We bought drinks, so we didn't fucking like, solicitate, not solicitate. We didn't loiter. That's the word. So we did, we bought drinks, but we just ended up talking and hanging out and enjoying the atmosphere because where she lives, they opened up a new one. And so we went to that one, hung out, and then drew at like the tail end of it. And then, like, right when we were both in the art mood, all of a sudden it was like, oh, fuck, we gotta get back, because I had to take Dr. Chris to work. By the way, he's not an actual doctor, his nickname is Dr. Chris, like how Cody is Car Daddy. Because that's what Anna used to call him all the time. Let's see. This is the first time I've ever been in that time for your streams. Thank you. I have been having the worst fucking time with OBS the past few days, which is why I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been like low-key been panicking the fuck out. Because like, I still need to record, like, stuff for videos, because I have a lot of audio done for stuff. I just need, footage. Because I have a lot of collab work stuff, which isn't bad, but I, want to throw in my art in there. Because even though I, like, put in the description and I put in, like, the featured comment, if I don't, like, boop it on screen who the sketch is, I've had recently a lot of people be like, oh my god, your art's improved so much, when it's not my art, and I feel bad, and I'm like, oh, well, I didn't draw this, I just colored it. And not that I'm not saying my art didn't improve, I actually think my art really has improved a lot, but I'm not taking credit for somebody else's work doing the sketches when all I did was color. Not that coloring isn't work, but, Also, I am going to fix the thumbnail after the stream goes up. I'm going to change it because I was originally, like I said, when OBS was being a little shit, I was originally going to stream that commission, but OBS just didn't want to fucking work. And then on top of everything else, when it didn't want to fucking work, mid-save of some Patreon stuff, because I finished that commission. Now, it's a collab commission with the Zodiac Lord. It's not public yet, but it will be, because I believe he's giving it to the client first. But, I was working on Patreon stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get this all done. It's gonna be all great. And then I started to save. I was in the middle of saving, and my computer crashed, and I lost like hours worth of work. And I'm like, oh, this fucking sucks. So yeah, all that work was lost. And my patrons are like super chill, but I'm already behind on a lot of other shit, and I'm like, yeah, don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. Oh, also, my commissions are technically open right now. I have 5 slots. No one's claimed them so far. If you want information, I'm not doing in-stream commissions because I have to get stuff done. My current commission list is already really long, so if that upsets you, just keep that in mind. I have my to-do list be public, and I had to change my prices, so I haven't had time to make a proper commission sheet yet, so I would be giving you my new prices if you wanted a commission. So if you want a commission and you have any ideas, just so you know, my state's minimum wage went up, so I had to raise my prices. I didn't really have much of a choice there. Because some people really complain when that happens, but it's like, hey, if my state's raising the minimum wage, I have to raise my prices because if I don't, it's not fair. Because, like, I've had some people, not often, and I know it might sound like I'm being a little complainy, but I know it's happened to my friend a lot, where one of my friends was like, yeah, I was thinking about opening up some not safe for work commissions, and then some people were like, yeah, do it, and her stuff's really good. And then she did it, and they were like, what the fuck, why would I pay this much, you know? And it's like, well, you don't need it. You don't need the arts. Arts is a luxury. Arts is not a necessity. So, if you, just some common commission etiquette is I'm not like shitting on anybody, but I'm like, hey, if you can't afford it, just be very polite about it. Be like, oh, you know, I didn't budget for that properly. I'm so sorry. I'll have to commission you again in the future. Over, oh my god, I'll never afford this in a million years. Or, wow, your prices are too high. Or, oh my god, why can't you lower them? I'm like such a good person. And you can't live off of that, you know? Like, not to be mean, but you don't go to a doctor and be like, hey, I know you went to all these years of medical school and you learned all this stuff to save my life, but, you know, can you do it for free? Like, even if you have universal health care, you know, those doctors are still getting paid. They're not just doing it to do it because it's, you know, well, I guess doctors aren't a good example. We kind of need doctors. What's a good example? What's a good example? Hello, hello. What's going on? Hold on. Thank you. Yes. Anna does do big poofy hair. Let's see. I already act like a weirdo. Might as well animated. I use. Oh, no problem. Happy. Hope you ever having fun. Sorry, I'm like not looking at the chat, so I'm scrolling up. Let's see. Well, hello. It seems like this is a lot of people's first live streams. So that's good. That's good. So, but yeah, I can't think of a good example. But you know, nothing in the world is really for free, especially if it like you know people need it to survive. And by that I mean like job wise, not like you need it because again, art is a luxury. I'm just rambling right now, so I'm gonna stop. Only downside to YouTube streaming is the fact that like you know you can't listen to music unless it's the YouTube royalty free music. Also, hopefully the background sound isn't that bad. Because it's a nice day out and I don't want to have my air conditioning on. Because things is a little tight right now. And so, you know, because of that, it's like, yeah, I don't really want to have to put that on if I don't want to. But I also tend to live by a busy street, so. Heads up, because I know some people get, like, super, like, picky about, like, people's background sounds, and it's like, you know, not everyone can afford to, like, soundproof an entire room. Someday, when I get, like, an office, I'm totally gonna do that. Damn it. Let's see. I'm an asthma artist and I don't even soundproof. Well, hey, there you go. Nothing wrong with asthma. I fucking love ASMR. I recently got back into it. There's been I haven't listened to some in a long time. Mostly because And I know this sounds bad, but like I'm one of the people who I like listening to ASMR, aka ASMR. Sorry, I know people get like pissed off when I call it ASMR, but when I first saw it, I remember like my brain being like, "Oh, what the fuck is that? Okay, how do I pronounce it?" And I'm like, "Would it be like ASMR?" Da, da, da. And then people like, "It's an acronym," but I started already calling it ASMR, and so I'm like, "Fuck, hard to hard to go back." But I haven't been able to enjoy it as much as I used to because a lot of people who, which they have a right to, I'm not saying they don't, you know, especially for like their 2 hour long ones, they'll put a bunch of ads in it. And it's not that it's bad, but it's like, you know, a lot of ASMR is like quiet and whispering and like sensations. And then you can't really, a lot of people don't know this, you can't really, I mean, you kind of can pick your ads, but if you want multiple ads, you can't really pick what you get. So it's like, oh, I'll be asleep and I'll be like, you know, listening to soothing rain and tapping noises. I really like clicking. And then it's all of a sudden like loud ass music, and it's like, did you know you can get delivery from DoorDash? And I'm just like, what? I'm awake. And so it's like, I want to get fucking YouTube Premium so bad, so that way I don't have to worry about that, and people can still get paid. Well, see, here's the thing. Put like and again, I've got nothing wrong with them doing ads, especially for like a 2 hour video. That totally makes sense to me. I mean, I put ads like if I do a 15 minute, I'll do a mid roll. If I do like well, usually if I do 32, I do a mid roll. But if I have like 40 plus, I'll do like maybe two. But like when I see like 2 3 hour ones, I totally, from a business standpoint, I totally understand. I totally respect putting in things. But I'm just like, trying to sleep, and then all of a sudden there's a mid roll like right in the middle, and it's like, my ears. But that's why I want to get YouTube Premium, because I found out recently, and this is cool. I did not know this. I guess if I remember correctly from what I heard, they were saying that if you have YouTube Premium, if a video gets like not demonetized, but like, the stupid yellow dollar sign of death. If you have a YouTube Premium, that artist or person still gets paid, even if like, they're getting screwed over, and I thought that was cool. And the same thing for like people who do like a fuck ton of mid rolls. If you have the thing, then they get paid for the mid rolls, but you don't have to listen to it. And I'm like, oh, okay, see, that's cool. If I had known that, I would have gotten it sooner. But again, like I was saying earlier, hate to say it, but things is a little tight right now in the Marquez household. But that just happens sometimes. You got good months and you got bad months. Everybody's different. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. Let's see. I was just about to play Stardew Valley, but then I got the stream notification. Double tasking. Hey, no problem with that. Okay, have luck with that. If you need me, just come. Okay. Let's see. Da, 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 da. I'm sorry, people who are speaking or typing, and I think That's Arabic. I'm not sure. I don't know what it says. I'm sorry. Whatever language is in the chat right now, I hope I'm not insulting anybody by assuming I don't know what that is. Damn it. Oh, thank you, reminder. Hold on real quick. I got to take my pills. 1 second. Medication. There you are. Alright, okay, let's see. No, not stop streaming. There we go. Also, if you guys have any questions on like topics and stuff to talk about, go right ahead. Cause when I'm not talking with anybody, I have such a hard time like trying to come up with things to say. I think you're right there. Yeah. Okay. Bitch. Come on. There we go. Oh, what? Let's see. What's the bee creature? Oh, my mom's just talking with a girl. Wait, my mom is just talking with a girl and mom greets you. Oh, well, hi. Hi, person's mom. Let's see. What's the bee creature? The bee creature is one of Aerofex's designs. This is her world's version of a bee. Tessa isn't a character for her world, but I told her how my character Tessa is like obsessed with bugs, and so Anna's like, what is that noise? That was weird. Okay. This is how Anna's like story Serpentine. This is how her bees look. And I'm like, fuck, they're so cute. Also, I saw a question that was someone asking like any advice for like young artists doing commissions, and it's just the same old advice I always say is make a commission sheet, put your name out there, don't give up, but also if you don't have a decent following, don't be surprised if you don't get commissions. There's been like I guess a lot of speculation about me recently that I've found where some people were like, "Oh my god, she talks about how easy it is to get commissions," and I've never done that. I like to be very transparent, and I've always said that art is a luxury, and there have been many times where I didn't get commissions when I could have used the money, but that's why I had side jobs, and I only started doing art full time when I made more than my side jobs. So I'm not downplaying people working retail and people working part-time or even other jobs to fuel their hobbies, because that is something that made me a little upset, was just how some people were saying how like I hate finger quote normal people, and I tell young people to like not go to school and stuff, which I don't. I say, if you want to go to school, go to school. But if you don't want to go to school, you shouldn't go to school. But don't also expect right out the gate to be making thousands of dollars in commissions, because I don't even make thousands of dollars in commissions. I do I do over the years, but starting out, when I started out doing it full time, I was making part-time minimum wage. And the only reason I did it was because it was saving me gas. And then when I moved, the first time when we had to move, it was really, really hard for me to get a job. So I was like, okay, I'm already doing this full time, and I'm making what I was making at part time. So why not just do it part time? Except I wasn't doing it part time. I was doing it full time because, I worked from home, so I didn't really have many places to go. So just be prepared, and if the idea of having a part-time job for supplemental income freaks you the fuck out, and it makes you nervous and you don't want to try, then this isn't the business for you. because even a lot of in art industry jobs, it's not as stable as a lot of people try to make it out to be. I have a lot of friends who actually work in the industry who like every 6 months or even 3 months they're like, yeah, I'm looking for another job because my contract came up. And I feel like that's something else people need to talk about, because it's kind of the same field when you're an artist, as very few things are consistent. That's the word. Not to be a Debbie Downer, I feel like people need to be realistic about that, because when they're not, they get their hopes up. And that's why I made my more recent videos where I was talking about how, I see people who they don't have very big followings. I don't even have that big of a following. I don't consider it that. But, I do other things to try to, network and get my name out there, and try things. And I know other people do. So even if online their presence isn't that big, they still, get their shit out there, And it's all because of hard work and determination. But it's still not very reliable, And I see people who are like, oh my god, perfect example, I'm still learning. I do a lot of studies, I do a lot of things like that, And I would like to consider myself a professional, because I really do like my work ethic. I try to network properly. I treat this as a job, because there's a lot of people I know who are self-employed who they don't treat it really like a job. They treat it as I didn't want to get a finger quote normal job. And it's like, well, this is a job. If you're going to make money and have it be your living, then, honey, it's a job. Thanks, are you? Oh, it's the wind. But, I'll see people who are like, oh, I want to get into charms, and I want to get into stickers, and I want to get into pins, and that's great. That's great. But, be prepared to take that loss if you can. I know a lot of people who were, going ham with that stuff, and then they didn't even get close to making profit, and then they were like, oh, I'm never going to be an artist again. And then they gave up being artists because one thing they did flopped. And I actually, in the past, I've had a lot of things flop. I mean, perfect example, when I bought my button maker. I was so proud of having that thing, but it did not pay itself back, and it wasn't even an expensive button maker. It didn't even pay itself back until I did a convention 2 years later after I bought the thing. And that's because I didn't get into cons. I didn't, network properly. I didn't have an online store. And I didn't even get the proper size that I wanted. So it wasn't, I couldn't even format buttons the way I originally wanted to. And that's because I didn't have proper research. And that's why now it's okay, I've learned, I'm better for it. And now for the future, I want to give this advice to other people. Because this is advice I didn't have that could have helped me a lot. But a lot of people didn't want to give it. And I don't think that's right. Because, I'm not the only person who lost a lot of money. I know a lot of people, like I said, I have a couple friends who were like, I'm gonna try it. It flops. Yeah, I'm never doing this again. This was stupid. I knew I couldn't be an artist. And it's that's why you shouldn't put all of your eggs in one basket. It's why, I don't just do commissions. I've always done a lot of other shit on top of commissions. And it's not that commissions can't be your entire income, because I know a lot of people who it is. And for me, it was for a very long time. But I learned very quickly that, I did not want to become one of those artists that literally every month you see them being like, I saw a Twitter thread just the other day of someone being like, I'm really sick and tired of seeing artists make emergency commission posts, because I've had to take a couple of emergency commissions because something snuck up on me, or, there was an emergency. Those do happen. But then it's you'll see people who are like, yeah, emergency commissions, but they do it every single month. And it's okay, well, at this point, it's not an emergency commission if it's every single month. If it's every single month, and I know it's hard, but maybe you should look for other forms of income. I'm not saying give up on art, but I'm saying you should look for other things, because you seem to be able to not make enough to survive. And that should be your main goal is, you should make enough to be able to afford food, be able to afford your bills, be able to do this and that. And if you can't, then, I mean, why are you doing it? I'm not saying stop art, it could be a great hobby, but you need to be able to survive, because I'm kind of sick of the starving artist stereotype. Again, like I said, emergencies do happen, but if an emergency is happening every single month consistently. Now I had a terrible year last year, so I'm not even saying that, but it's like, if it's constantly something, then there's a catalyst, there's a reason for why it keeps happening. It's why when you see people who are like, oh, I can never keep friends because every single time I have friends, I have drama and I have this and that. And then it's like, okay, well, wait, if this happens every single time and, you literally had it your whole life, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe you're doing something wrong. Maybe, or maybe you're just not picking the right kinds of people. Like, there are all kinds of signs and things out there. You just have to be willing to look at them. And I know a lot of people don't want to do that. Oh, that's the buzzer. Okay. I need to fix that then. Yeah, exactly. That's just it. That's what type you have? Yeah, I have the Huion Canvas GT that Huion sent me for review. I've been using it every day since I got it. And then, give or take a couple weeks, if another tablet company sent me something else to test out. Oh, the police! Oh, please tell me one of my neighbors didn't die. I know that's really morbid, but my neighbors have been dropping like flies recently because in my complex, we have a lot of old people. I got my first request a few days ago after posting my friend's birthday present. The present was not for work. A few hours later, someone asked if I took a request. I said yes to what they wanted. Okay, hey, I mean, there you go. How are you able to build your following? Honestly, post consistently. It's what I always say. I don't say it to, be a jerk. It's just post consistently. If you can't post every single day, I actually don't recommend posting every single day, but post, once a week. When you get comments from people, even if they're comments you don't know, reply to them the best you can. Even if all you have to say is thanks, that thanks can go a long way. A lot of people don't realize that, because I'll see people who don't have that big a following, and they'll have a couple of comments, and their comments don't have any replies on them. And I'm like, you need to network. You need to reply. You need to do things like that. And if you have issues on why you can't do that, because I see a lot of people use anxiety as an excuse, then you shouldn't be posting online in the first place. It's one of those things where, now keep in mind, I am not saying oh, just get over it, because I know that's not how anxiety works. But if this is what you want to do, you're gonna have to power through it sometimes, because those things are going to help in the long run. You can't your tongue, so I'll use it here too. Little bee. Trust me, even if you don't know what to say, as long as it's a nice comment, just say thank you. The only comments I ignore are, like, obvious, like, asshole comments. Because you're going to get that anywhere on the internet, even if you're not popular. Okay. Alright, looks good to me. Oh, wait, forgot her little, her chest titty thing, that technically is colored. Alright, Tessa, you're flatted. Now to get work done. Alright, Oh, there's the bust. No. Okay. Now I need to get this character reference. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Fuck you, stabilizer! God damn it. I really hate when you do that shit. Okay. Downside to digital art is when your stabilizer is being a fucking cuck. Okay, now. There we go. Jeez, was that so hard? Okay, where's... By the way, just a heads up, I'm probably going to be streaming a lot in the next couple of days, but not on YouTube, on Twitch. So you should follow me on Twitch. I believe the link is in the description. Is it... Oh shit, no, I have my Picardo. Why do I have fucking Picardo? I don't even use Picardo anymore. Here's my Twitch. The fuck, I don't even have fucking Picardo. I mean, I have it, I just don't fucking use it. Okay. Twitch. Okay. But yeah, pretty much it's very much just keep posting. If you get some, get some. If you don't, you don't. That's just life. And only turn it into a living when you make enough to warrant it being a living. So that's why I said I didn't need to... I was making the same as my jobs, so didn't see a point into doing that. And then I slowly started getting a following, doing it more often, and doing things, and yada, yada, yada. Let's see. How do you choose colors for your character? I have a tough time with that. I just like a lot of colors and a lot of color combos, but it took me years to understand, like, color comboing and, like, aesthetically matching things right. So it is gonna just take time. Alright, let's see. Chibi with big giblies. What else do you need? But yeah, no joke. The more you practice, the better you do get. It's not a it's not a joke or a trick. The more you practice, the better you do get. Okay. And you also you get to learn a lot of tricks. Like I learned so many tricks over the years that have saved my life that are so fucking easy that once I learned, I'm like, I spent all this time trying to make this shit look right, and here were tricks to do it all fucking along. Especially with digital art. You can do tricks with traditional art too, but for me, the digital art ones were the ones that really, really paid off. Any tips for correcting a sleep schedule? Mine got really messed up and I'm having trouble with it. For me, fixing a sleep schedule, and this probably isn't the best advice, but it's what I always do and it seems to work, is slingshot back around. So pretty much, if you're not sleeping well, what you should do is try your best to slingshot. What is slingshotting? Okay, slingshotting is when what you do is, let's say you're supposed to, because you're supposed to get like at least 8 hours of sleep to be healthy. To be a healthy person, you're supposed to get 8 hours. So stay awake as long as you can, sleep, stay awake as long as you can, sleep, stay awake as long as you can. And that usually slingshots me back around, so I end up waking up early, but it ends up where I'm also like waking up in the middle of the night. If you can't afford to do that, take a fuck ton of 5-hour energy, monster, caffeine pills, whatever you gotta do to stay awake to fix your sleep schedule for that crash. And then, even though you're gonna be exhausted the next day, set alarms, set everything right, tell people, to wake your ass up. And yeah, you'll be tired that next day, but you'll fix your sleep schedule as long as you don't stay in bed. My biggest thing that's helped me with that is that over the years, what I would end up doing is I've gotten to the point where I cannot be one of those people. I wish I could be one of those people, but I can't be one of those people that like slowly wakes up and like enjoys bed. And it's like, okay, now I can get out of bed. I need to get my fat ass out of bed, because if I don't, I'm gonna fall back asleep. Don't matter how much sleep I've got. Don't matter how much sleep I've got. Wow, thanks, Michelle. That's wonderful. It doesn't matter how much sleep I have gotten. I will fall the fuck right back to sleep. So then that he will pipe, he will. Alright. Okay, yeah. So. Okay, let's see. I was accidentally awake. Wait. I was accidentally awake until 7 a.m. Okay, what you need to do is what helps me is I like to call it my knockoff Fitbit because I don't know the actual brand of it, but it's one of those health watches. I got it off of Amazon for like $20 compared to a Fitbit, which is like $100. And there's an alarm setting, and I sleep with it. It does take some getting used to because I wasn't used to having something on my wrist when I sleep. But once you get used to it, it'll vibrate, and you have to tap it twice to wake up. And then my brother's girlfriend has this really loud, really annoying alarm that will not stop alarming until she does a math problem. And it's not an easy math problem. She has to do like 4 math problems. And then it'll stop like screaming at her. So if you're one of those people, you're probably going to need something like that. Where you're like, okay, I hate my life. But it forces you to get out of bed and do something. So that's what I recommend. Okay. Ugh. I want to do something like that, but people I live with don't appreciate it. I have a loud, high-pitched alarm on my phone. I used it once, and the house got angry. Hello. Fuck, I don't know. I'm sorry, Leah. Like, that's all I can give for advice. If the people are annoying, or like they're annoyed by it, then ask them, be like, hey, please get my ass up, then I need to get up. Let's see. That's another good one too. Is yeah, like having your alarm away from your bed, so that way you're not like easily just like snooze or I'm gonna turn it off. Okay. Just need to shrink that little hand down because it's chibi, so it doesn't have to be actual proportions. Also, yes, I'm sorry for shame. This character is smoking because she seems to be a smoker. Okay, so you're. looks like a ring. And then another little heart. No, I didn't see you had a belly button piercing. My mom shoves the dog in my room on school days. I mean, again, if it gets you up, it gets you up. Again, like I said, that's me. Because if I don't get my ass up, I'm not fucking getting up. Let's see, because it's got a match. So. That one's still a good one to poke out. There we go. Yeah, I like that eye better. Oh no! Why is it buffering? Shit. Because OBS says we're fine. Okay, good, good. Just glitching out then. Thanks for giving me a heart attack, OBS. I totally needed that. This is only a waist up. I'm gonna assume that these are skinny jeans. And remember, this is just the sketching phase, so I'm obviously going to fix a lot of it once I actually ink it. So this is in no way a finished thing. Okay. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Speaking of getting sleepy, I need to stop. Also, it's chips, but they are kale chips. So they're healthy chips. I'm trying to, like, watch my weight. Thank you. She belongs to, Lily Lavender Art. Oh, shit, she has a lip ring. I didn't see that. Okay. Lip ring. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix her leggies. But yeah. I know this character is supposed to be a unicorn. What gave it away? Okay. Yep, nice and proportionate. A little leany, but I'm gonna fix that. Yep, there we go. Nice and foofy. And then alrighty then. So where is okay, so Lily's is now done. Okay. I also technically have Lissa's here too. Alright, so I'm gonna go in there as well. Then I'm gonna have to shrink you down so you fit in the same size as the others. Okay. Alright, next one. Okay, Masuda, you're up. Also, hi, I like my little chibi bases that I sketched up. Okay. I just noticed another big titty one. Yeah, I'm sketching in Paint Tool Sai. Hello. Hold on 1 second. Oh, you like the couch, don't you, Binks? Yeah. Yeah, guys, I don't think you understand how stupid happy I am right now. We got our commissions. I mean, we got our couch. After so long, we got our couch. Alright, let's see. Well, hey, congratulations. Hopefully you guys can move out. Also, don't you love chibis? Because then you can have, chest-defying titties. Oh, well, technically, you're getting squished together with your arms. So they'd be a little bit more perky. Okay, well, be there. Technically, that way. Oop. Come on. There we go. Okay, a little bit bigger. Alright, let's look at all these details now. Because, honey, you got a lot. Alright. So, okay, good thing is you're really symmetrical with your outfit. So that's going to help a lot. Okay, so... Okay. And then it looks like you have two, but technically it's a chibi, so I'm not going to be able to fit all of those details. So I'll do those. And then you have wraps. Okay. See, do your gloves both have little jemmies? Yeah, they do. Alright. So, a little jemmy. And then my local art store, pencils, markers. Hey, that's good. Again, you know me, I'm always a good person for a good deal. So if you got an art store nearby, do it. Sadly to say, the only places I can go around here are Michael's, Hobby Lobby. More so, Hobby Lobby is closer. And, online for cheap ones. Okay, she has two hairstyles. I'm gonna go with this one when I do the hairstyle. But let's finish this outfit. Okay, the one behind her is even bigger, so. Okay. I'm so sorry. I am being so quiet. I'm just really focused. Michael's and Hobby Lobby are so expensive. They're the only places close to me, and they have coupons all the time, so it's the best I got besides shopping online. So I know a lot of people aren't like Hobby Lobby fans, and I understand why, but it's like when you don't have a lot of options, you know, you can't really afford to be picky. I can't be like some people who are like, yeah, I can totally afford to drive like 2 hours to this one nice art supply shop. I want to be someday, but that someday is not anytime soon. Okay, so this is also a wrap. So that's a wrap, and that's a wrap. And then you'll have little booties right there. Okay. Got all of that all nice and dandy. You got your little okay. I'll give you a bow belt. That'll help. Okay, so okay, let's make your bow. Okay. Oh, wait, whoops. I gotta... That's what it was, okay. And then... And obviously I'll fix that later, but... Okay. Boom, boom, and then we're gonna do the hair, and I'm gonna give her the other hairstyle. Aren't Copics buy the marker like really expensive when they buy in bulk? No, it's better to buy Copics in bulk if you can. If you can get like a big set, it's better doing it that way than buying it like one at a time. But I suggest, that's a video I want to redo soon, but I suggest getting a small set of grays. Depending on what website you can get them off of, you can get a set of grays for anywhere between 50 to 20 bucks. Some people that might sound like a lot, but with Copic they are high grade markers, and that way you'll learn how to use markers and you're not wasting colors and ink while learning and practicing that you could have made by just learning. And then you can like jump up to other colors. That's something I wish I had done. Okay. Okay. Okay, so oof. Oh no, it's starting to get hot. Don't get hot. Alrighty. Okay. And then we're gonna need big ass crystal bead and then a big foof. Okay, so alright. Okay. So this is why when I don't have someone to talk to, I feel like my live streams are so boring. Because, like, I get focused into the drawing, and so I don't really talk that much. Fun fact about me, I know it seems like I talk a lot, but I actually don't in my daily life. I spend so little time talking that I remember when I went to San Japan last year, I was so not used to talking so much that my voice actually left. Oh, by the way, if anybody's interested still in the draw meet, I have picked a place now because the winner was Long Beach. I don't have a date figured out just yet because I have to talk to my friends and a couple of my and my husband to get like dates set that's gonna work for everybody who I want to be involved, and then I'll make a video being like, hey, it's gonna be in Long Beach on this day. So the draw meet is still happening. Just gotta pick a day. Okay. Let's zoom in a bit. Yep, your lean is good. It's not being all sleppy. Okay. Now, so I have the right. No. There we go. Okay. Print screen. Alright, where are you? There you are. Oh, my back. Are you drawing them all on the same canvas? Yes, I am, because it's easier to have the references all in one place. But once I'm sketching them all on the same canvas, once I have them all sketched up, I'm going to save them individually as their own files, so I don't like lose anything or accidentally delete something, because I have done that in the past. But having all of the sketches in one file helps a lot, at least for me, for organization. And I always have a backup. Whew. Hello, hello. Alright, Masuda is done. So I've got the first 3 done. Nope, not that one. Alright, let's do Prince's Boy. Whew. Dem some leggies. You know, I think I'll do the furry version, though, because I know he likes those. Alrighty, back to my little thingy. And it's a basic pose, but this is a good one. Ah! Okay, stop that. Eh! Alright, let's see. So... How's Ticks and Turns been going? Sadly, it hasn't been. With a lot of things going on right now, I haven't been able to type anything up. And then my editor is still going through a lot of shit, so it's kind of on hiatus right now. So it sucks a bit, but I'm hoping to still have the Kickstarter out by the end of this year. That might change, though, and I might have to end up doing it the first of next year. But, hey, sometimes life throws you a wrench, and like I've always said, while I would love to make my money off of being an author, I don't. And so that just happens sometimes when you're a writer, and your hobbies end up having to take sidelines for when, Bill's coming. All right, let's see. Hey, there's nothing wrong about loving some Neopets. Don't knock them. Alright, let's see. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so. Big oversized hoodie. No, it's not gonna. Oh, it's better. Okay. Okay, and then. Let's see. Hiwo!